707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners.
At Ritchie Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at ritchievineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority, and Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams.
Cresco Rents. What you need, when you need it. And we show you how to use it. It's simple. You choose it, you use it. We have the right tool for every job. Never buy it, never store it. When you need it, just rent it.
I'm Chris Smith, president of Cresco. If you need it, Cresco's got it.
All over the Bay Area and online at CrescoRent.com.
Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck. The Sonoma Stompers pregame show is on the air. Kieran Costa and Nate Martin have you covered up until first pitch here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. Get all the insights and analysis for tonight's contest and hear from Stompers manager Zach Pace on the Stomper Report. Your coverage of Stompers baseball starts right now.
We're just about set for action here at Arnold Field in Sonoma. After a mini two-game CCL split with the Slow Blues, the Stompers are back in action. This one doesn't count towards the standings, but it counts for Sonoma County bragging rights. It's the Sonoma Stompers and the Petaluma Leghorns here on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network. Welcome in. I'm Kieran Costa, joined alongside Nate Martin. And Nate, well, yesterday absolutely nothing went right for the Stompers. They were beat in all three facets of the game, hitting, pitching, and defense. What has to change today? You should have a long list.
Yeah, the list is long, but I think it just starts with getting some runs on the board. I do think that pitching, even though you gave up 10 runs, I think there's a lot you can be happy about. You got a lot of strikeouts. You were attacking the zone pretty well. It's just the Blues bats are on. I think on the other side, you left a lot of runners in scoring position. You had multiple innings in a row where you had guys on second and third, first and second, and you couldn't bring them home. A 10-5 loss is a lot different than a 10-0 loss with only a couple hits. That is the big difference for Sonoma, and that's what they're going to have to do here against the Leghorns.
Yeah, the Leghorns, an out-of-league game that Sonoma plays every single year. They play them once. The Leghorns have taken the last two. It's a baseball academy made up of high school players. So the Stompers should have a leg up against Spencer Finkbonner and the Leghorns. But again, it's a grudge match, and there's storylines galore between these two coaching sides. But let's focus on the Stomper coaching side and what Mike Nunez is looking for out of his pitchers.
Yeah, well, Nunez needs his guys to step up and get outs and by any means necessary, attack them in the zone. Chances are a lot of these high school guys haven't seen, velos up in the 90s like some of the Stompers pitchers possess. And that's a big difference from, the 80s that you're seeing in high school with less command to 98 with command. It's an adjustment for the Leghorns batters, but they definitely have some guys that can attack that. I'm looking out for Aiden Jones, a Cal commit, who's originally from Petaluma. A couple other guys, Carter Capabianco, who's had a pretty solid season at the College of Marin. There's definitely some dudes in this lineup for Petaluma that can get offense going.
Yeah, and they're going to have to. I think, much like we saw in the other out-of-league games, Nate, it's going to be pitching by committee. Logan Figler gets the start. He looked good in his first outing against California. Yeah,
Figler, lefty, 6'5" from Santa Rosa, plays his college ball at the College of Marin. And the ERA, 8.59, wasn't as low as you would like it, but did a good job of just getting outs, limiting damage, 7 strikeouts and 7 innings of work. The year before that, 19 strikeouts and 15 innings of work. So he's a guy who can get punch-outs.
Yeah, Figler definitely a guy with strikeout stuff. The issue with him, like many of these Stomper pitchers, is the command. That 7 strikeouts and 7.1 innings is nice. The worry is the 9 walks. What are you looking for out of him early to see if he's on?
Attacking the zone, going to the heat early. If he's locating the heat, I think he'll have a successful day on the bump.
Yeah, that's going to wrap up the first portion of today's Stompers pregame show. But as much as Nate and I can talk about it, let's hear it from the source. I spoke with Zach Pace before today's contest. Welcome into the Stomper Report. I'm Kieran Costa here with Stompers manager Zach Pace. And Skip, a tough go yesterday, 10-0 loss. It seemed like they punched you in the mouth early and you guys couldn't really bounce back after that. What do you tell the guys after a game like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's baseball. It happens. I told them right away, I go, man, I really thought we were going to go undefeated this year, but obviously you're not going to do that in baseball, and, you're going to have ups and downs, and it's about just having that attitude going forward, next pitch kind of mentality, and just being ready to go. We just got to flush it and go on to, just working on today.
It seems like there were kind of two sides to that game. So you could say that you guys had a lot of barrels that found gloves and they played great defense. But then on your side, there was a couple of defensive errors and pretty easy ones at that. How can you clean those up?
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to be perfect every day, but I feel like we're going to work every day to get better. And that's the bottom line. We got beaten all 3 phases yesterday, offense, pitching, and defense. But that's the way the game rolls sometimes, and we want to try to win at least 2 or 3 of those categories, and hopefully today we can pull out 2 or 3 at least and play a better game and get a victory today.
You guys struggled a little bit with runners in scoring position. I know you do a lot of situational work in BP. You think all that work will come through eventually?
Yeah, eventually I do. I really do. Controlling the barrel, knowing what you want to do with the baseball, whether you need to hit a fly ball to center or a ground ball in the infield. Just being able to do what you want with the pitch when you want it. And, it's not going to happen overnight, and we're going to continue to work every day and try to improve our craft. And so we can get better individually and as a team and, hopefully be better all together.
Moving over to today's lineup, we saw a pretty consistent lineup those first 2 days. Again, in CCL play, we see a few other names, Kays Duromwall or Ben Sebastiani in that lineup. For guys like that who know games like this or how they get run in CCL play, anything you're looking for out of guys who are trying to prove it in a game like this?
Yeah, I mean, just a good, clean baseball, We did need to give a couple guys a day off, and, we've been playing a lot of games back-to-back, and I want to try to keep everybody fresh, and whether that's playing too much or playing too little, and trying to get everybody their at-bats that they need, and, it's going to be a tough task for me. It's not going to be easy, but that's okay, because we have a lot of good players, and these guys are going to make my decisions tough, and I'll just try to do the best I can. But yeah, I mean, we got a lot of good players, and just excited to see everybody get their at bats.
Misael has struck out 2 times in both of the league games when he got the start. He only had 4 multi-strikeout games in 53 at Youngstown State. Anything that's leading to his swing and miss you've seen in his swing?
Nothing in particular. I mean, I know Arnold's not the easiest field to hit at, and honestly, I thought he squared up, 3 balls yesterday. I think he only had 1 hit, but I think he had 2 outs that were hit pretty hard. So I mean, he's a good player. I think kind of getting used to the surroundings, the background, all that kind of stuff. Early on, there might be a little learning curve, but I think he'll be okay for us for sure.
And then last one for you, they call it the Sonoma County Classic. You've played the Leghorns now the last couple years, and you've dropped a game to them. What do you want to see out of your team in a game that definitely means a lot to them coming out to play at this field? You want to give them
I love the Leghorns and Fink over there. He does a great job, and they always, they come ready to play. I mean, they got a lot of good players, and I feel like they beat us the last 2 times maybe, but yeah. I don't. I mean, they're a really good team, and I know my assistant coaches want us to win really bad so that they don't have to hear it, in the everyday, every day from their friends and all that. But it's gonna be a good, fun baseball game, and hopefully we can get them back for those last 2 years because I know they got us. But they always play a good quality game, and really looking forward to it. Just a good, fun atmosphere and good clean baseball, and just having a good time out there, and hopefully we're on top at the end.
Last day of teaching today, you're ready to turn fully into summer baseball mode?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Last day of teaching is a good day, that's for sure. And then it's summer and it's baseball, and baseball's the love, and want to be here every day and help our team, and get to know our guys a little bit better, and just trying to go all together as a team for a better cause, pretty much, and so just looking forward to grinding with these guys all summer for sure.
Thanks for taking the time, Coach.
Thank you.
It's going to be a fun one here. There's a lot of overlap between these coaching staffs. Spencer Finkbonner, the manager for the Leghorns, played for Coach Mayo as the Casa Grande coach in the early 2000s. And Spencer Finkbonner's dad played with Dave Hoke back in the 70s. So definitely bragging rights on the line between these two. And Nate, it's always fun to beat the local rival.
Yeah, I mean, we're expecting a good turnout here at the ballpark. A lot of people, who know this rivalry well. People coming from Petaluma, people from Sonoma coming in to watch the game. House is divided, if you will. It's going to be a really fun one.
Let's talk about the bottom of this lineup a little bit. Kays DeRomelar, a guy that finished up his 2 years at SRJC, looking for obviously a 4-year or another JUCO opportunity. A guy that is looking to get run in games like this. These are the ones where he needs to try and prove it to both this coaching staff and then other coaching staffs to pick him up.
Yeah, DeRomelar has impressed me a lot this summer with his ability to work long at-bats and get on base after doing so. He's very vocal in the infield, whether he's at short, at third, at second. We've seen him at all 3. Really versatile defender, really, energetic guy, exactly the type of presence you'd want to have in the dugout.
I'm going to go with my player to watch to wrap up this pregame show, and I'm going to go with Ben Sebastiani out of the 8-hole. In out-of-league action, he was 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and 2 walks. But I've mentioned it a couple of times. That average is up 200 points year over year at the College of Marin. He's facing some younger pitching talent. I think this could be one where we know if he gets one over the plate, he has the new swing and the power to do damage. I'm really interested to see what Ben can do out of the 8-hole, and we'll see when he comes to the plate here in Sonoma. We're just about ready to rock here from Arnold Field. The Sonoma County Classic starts next on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
Thanks for tuning in to the Stompers pregame show. First pitch is on the way here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana Ice Cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans. When visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and... In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified. Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
In your quest for roofing services,
Flybird Margarita is our new and delicious cocktail that's ready to go, no bartender needed. Flybird Margarita is crafted in Mexico with 100% Mexican agave wine and all-natural flavors. Whether you are in the mood for a classic Baja Lime or strawberry, Flybird has your margarita ready on the fly. Just twist open the bottle, pour over ice, and enjoy. Since it stays fresh for up to 2 weeks after opening, imagine all the places you'll be able to pour the perfect margarita. Taco Tuesday, backyard barbecue, cheering on your favorite team, or simply while basking in the sun all by yourself. Flybird ready to drink margaritas. It's margaritas on the fly.
local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck. The lines are painted, the lineups are in, the field is raked, and the cleats are laced. Your Sonoma Stompers are just about ready to take the field. Now, straight to the voice of the Stompers, here's Kieran Costa.
We're just about ready for baseball here on a Thursday in Sonoma, getting you set for the Sonoma County Classic between the Leghorns and the Stompers. Sonoma enter 4-1 on the season, 3-0 in league action. They swept the weekend. That was against the Red Tails and the Honors, 2 over California, and then 1 over Berkovich, and then they split with the Slow Blues. The Stompers send out an interesting defensive alignment. A lot of guys like Trent Keys, Nick Sebastiani, Hunter Carlson, and Angel Garcia get the day before a big one with the Crawdads tomorrow. Logan Figler will get the pill for the Stomps, a 6'5", 180-pound lefty. The sophomore from the College of Marin went to Santa Rosa High School. He made 7 appearances, giving up 7 earned runs in 7.1 innings pitched for the Mariners, 7 strikeouts, and 9 walks. He pitched an inning against the California Red Tails, 1 inning pitch, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 11 pitches. He induced a double play. The Leghorns send out this lineup as announced by Spencer Finkbonner. The left fielder, Rowan Bull, leads off, followed by the center fielder, Carter Camobianco, the first baseman, Aiden Jones, and then the third baseman, Hunter Lynch, cleans it up. The DH, Caden Owen, the shortstop, Julian Oliver, the catcher, Matthew Baldino's the middle third, and then August Block, the second baseman, and Joey Cipollini close things out. Figler, a lefty, has this defense behind him. Johnston Taylor and Ben Sebastiani, that's left to right. Tino Vassell's at third base. Case DeRommel are playing against his former team. He played 2 years with Petaluma. He's at shortstop. Misael Uripero's at second. Anthony Shepler's at first base. It's a fig-to-fig battery. Logan Figler throwing to Andrew Bonfili. Ball, Camobianco, and Jones. Those will be the 3 to bat in the first inning. Sonoma needs to just get back in the win column before they have the Crawdads come to town tomorrow, Nate.
And it just starts with getting a 0 on the board for your lineup. No funny business here in the top of the first. Just get through the order, get outs, and then trust your lineup to get runs, because I am pretty confident they will do that.
Thank you for joining us here on a Thursday evening in Sonoma. Rowan Ball out of Petaluma High School manicures the righty's batter's box, steps out, and he gets ready to go. A home plate umpire, Blake Dempsey, today, making sure all the gates are closed down that first base line. And we're getting you set for baseball. The 2026 edition of the Sonoma County Classic just about ready to get underway. Figler's ready. Ball is ready. And Logan's first pitch is high. It's 1-0 at 89 miles an hour. It's 81 degrees here in Sonoma. The first pitch was thrown at 6:16. One-0 pitch on the way from Figler. In there for a called strike. 88 miles an hour at the knees, says Blake Dempsey. He's helped by Dylan Brewster in the field. Ball, Capobianco, and Jones. The pitch is a called strike outside corner.
I'm very curious to see how this Leghorns lineup goes against the high 80s velocity we've seen from Figler so far. No swings yet from Ball.
Let's see if he offers at a 1-2. He lays off. It's a slider, and it missed outside off the plate away. He tried to backdoor slider him and clip the corner. Ball didn't bite. Two-two offer. Struck him out swinging fastball. And Nate, your question was answered early and by Rowan Ball. He could not catch up. And now it's Carter Capobianco's turn.
Yeah, I mean, the high heat is always going to be so tempting, and already Ball having a quick word with the man on deck, Aiden Jones.
Yeah, Jones, another Petaluma High School kid like Rowan Ball. He's committed to Berkeley. Capobianco, but he's at the College of Marin. A couple Mariners go at it, and it's the pitcher that gets it in there for a called strike one. Fastball at 89.
Capobianco at the College of Marin, 400 average and 15 at-bats. Limited action, but clearly produced when given the chance.
Left-handed hitter, takes low outside. That's the fastball again at 89. And it missed. The count's 1-1. Aiden Jones, a very powerful righty, waits on deck. You want to face him with nobody aboard. Probably going to be the toughest out in this Petaluma order. 1-1 offer from Figler. There's a hook, and he drops it in there for a called strike. Stompers wearing their home whites. Stompers in script across the front in navy. Orange numbers on the front. And then on the other side, the Petaluma Leghorns sport the road grays. Baby blue numbers outlined in navy. 1-2 from Figler. Goes back to the hook. This one stays just high, says Dempsey. Figler works off the third base side of the slab. Stares into Bonfili and pitches. That's a broken bat ground ball past Jones in the on-deck circle. Very late. He's going to need a new piece of lumber. We'll see if a new piece of wood can help out Capobianco.
Just grabbed it from the man on deck, Jones.
Left on left, a battle of two College of Marin products. 2-2. Outside 3-2. Went back to the fastball, and he touches 90 for the first time today.
Capobianco, out of all these guys in the lineup, is the one most likely to have seen velocity this high. That explains why. Possibly a reason is for this higher pitch count in this early at-bat.
Yeah, he's ready to see his 7th offer from Figler. Low ball 4. He skipped it in there. A very nice at-bat from Carter Capobianco will put him on first base. He's the first base runner of the ball game, aboard via a 1-out walk. And now it's Aiden Jones' turn. Aiden just finished up his junior year, so he still has another year of high school ball before he goes to Berkeley. His last year was his best. He hit nearly 400.
Yeah, with 6 home runs to bat. Good pop on that bat.
First pitch is high, in and out of the glove of Bonfili. Heading to second is Capobianco. He's there on a pass ball. It's one you want to corral if you're Bonfili, one of 4 catchers that Zach Pace will use over the course of this season.
I doubt we ever see a catcher start back-to-back games at that position.
I don't think that'll be necessary. The 1-0, swing and a miss. There's that powerful swing from Jones. He could not catch up to 87 at the top of the zone. I wouldn't be surprised if Figler goes back to that fastball. You blew it by him once, challenge him again. He does, and it's fouled off late again. But Jones gets a piece this time. And now this is a nice piece of pitching from Figler. You're ahead 1-2. Now you can decide, do you want to try and beat him with the fastball a third straight time? Or do you trust your breaking ball?
Yeah, Jones was late to that fastball. I wouldn't be surprised if he stuck with the heat here.
But he timed it up a little better than the first one, so see if he can make another adjustment. 1-2 pitch from Figler. He went with a changeup. It's low. Bonfili's throw down to third is late. Stolen base for Capobianco, who's walked and now run his way to third base.
Good job by Vassell not letting that one get into the outfield.
Patrick Hodges The third base coach barking orders at Capobianco. The pitch. It's another fastball, and that one misses upstairs. So it's been 4 fastballs and a changeup. He's yet to see the curve. And Zach Pace is going to draw the infield in here. 3-2 pitch. Struck him out swinging high fastball. Jones went chasing out of his zone. Second strikeout from Figler, and the infield can move back.
Now batting, shortstop number 17, Hunter Lynch.
Hunter Lynch out of Novato High School. The righty takes upstairs. That's going to get through Bonfili to the screen. There will be no play at the plate. It's the second pass ball of the inning on Bonfili. And Capobianco made that run by himself. Walk, pass ball, stolen base, pass ball. And there's your first run of the ball game. Sonoma right back in the hole where they found themselves all of yesterday against Slow. 1-0 to Lynch. Hit in the air to right field. Ben Sebastiani over, and it's going to drop in fair territory. No, it dropped foul. That's sliced straight down that right field line. Ben Sebastiani was playing in, as the Stompers outfield is doing against most of these Leghorn hitters. If he's playing, I think, normal depth, he might have had a play on that ball, but was working backwards and towards the line the whole way. Luckily enough for him and Figler, it dropped foul. And the count's 1-1. Swing and a miss. That's 87. Figler's been 87 to 89. He's touched 90 once in this first inning, and he's a pitch away from striking out the side. Both strikeouts have come swinging on the fastball. We'll see what he goes to on 1 and 2. The 6'5 righty staring in for the sign and delivers. That one's hit in the air. Another chance for Sebastiani. Fighting the sun in foul ground. It drops again.
Yeah, it's always tough to make plays out and right when at this time of day when the sun's shining this bright. Sebastiani, though, made a great diving catch last night in the loss to the Slow Blues. One of the few highlights while his brother was actually on the mound, while his cousin was up on the mound pitching.
1-2 pitch coming from Figler. Yeah, Zach Pace emptied the bench late in yesterday's game, including going position player on the hill. 1-2. There's the curveball, and he got him on a curveball up. So Logan Figler strikes out the side. The problem is a couple pass balls and a steal allow a walk to score. It's 1 run on no hits and nobody left. We head to the bottom of the first. Petaluma leads it 1-0.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers.
To the bottom of the first we go. Sonoma chasing. They're down 1-0, and it'll be Chase Taylor, Tino Vassell, and Misael Urapero here in the first. We'll give you the lineup. We'll set the defense, but first, Cooper Benjamin is ready to deliver to Chase Taylor, left on left. And Chase is hit by a pitch. There's your first base runner. Stomper dugout loves it. Cooper Benjamin's a 6-foot, 181-pound lefty from Kentfield, California. Just finished up his junior year. 11 appearances, none of them were starts. In 27 and a third innings, he pitched to a 2.82 earned run average at Marin Catholic.
That's a really good chance for Benjamin, along with a lot of the other guys in the Leghorns, most of them still uncommitted, to prove themselves, whether that's JUCO coaches or 4-year institutions.
Vassell squares the bunt. That pitch is straight to the backstop, and Taylor takes second base on a wild pitch. Vassell squared to bunt and was almost hit in the face by that baseball. He twirled out of the way at the last second. Vassell 3 for 8 in out-of-league action. Includes a double and a couple of walks. Taylor runs. What a jump. The throw to third is on a hop. It kicks into left field, and Chase is going to hold at third. Dave Hoke, ever aggressive, was ready to send him, but instead he'll hold at third. Stolen base, so lots of action on the base paths here in the first inning for both sides. The pitch once more not close to the zone. A tough start for Cooper Benjamin.
Yeah, but that's what it's all about, Kieran. It's a rivalry game. These two teams want to win by any means necessary.
Infield in, 2-0 to Vassell. That one's over his head. It's so far over his head that it caroms back off the backstop right to Baldino, and Taylor has to hold at third. It's a good time to set the defense. Benjamin and Baldino is the battery. It goes Ball, Capobianco, and Cipollina left to right. Lynch is at third, Oliver is at shortstop, Block at second, and Jones at first. That is an infield that's drawn in with a 3-0 pitch on the way to Tino Vassell. And none of Cooper Benjamin's 4 pitches have been particularly close. .3-0 home. Goes to the breaking ball, and he gets that one to find the strike zone. .3-1 pitch to Vassell. Low ball 4. Tino takes his third walk of out-of-league action. And the Stompers are set up runners at the corners for Misael Urapero.
I mean, based on the aggression we've already seen so far today, Karen, you got to wonder if the Little League play, runners at the corners, steal second, see what they do.
I think Vassell should be running. Urapero didn't play in out-of-league action. He struggled a little bit to start CCL play. And he takes a fastball at 86. Benjamin settled in a little bit here. Urapero in yesterday's game, 1 for 4. He waits an 0-1, takes outside and low, 87. Benjamin firm with the fastball so far. Maybe Spencer Finkbonner not so sure. There's a righty up and loosening in the Petaluma bullpen.
When you see your guy beam a batter and then throw 3 straight wild balls, I'm not surprised at that.
1-1 fastball low. Just overthrew it a little bit, and now it's a hitter's count for Urapero. Misael, an everyday guy for the Youngstown State Penguins. He started 53 games and tallied 45 hits. He awaits a 2-1. Vassell runs. Urapero takes low. The throw down to second from Baldino's not in time. It's a closer play than maybe expected. Vassell picks up the stolen base. The throw was a very good one from Baldino. On one hop right on the runner, but Vassell, I think, snuck in that left hand right before the swipe tag from Oliver. And the infield comes right back in. 3-1 to Europero. Outside, ball 4. The Stomps have him loaded with nobody out. This is a fun spot if you're Andrew Bonfili. Bases loaded, no one out.
Now batting, catcher number 25, Andrew Bonfili.
And here comes Spencer Finkbunner to the mound. He'll be joined by his entire infield. Hit by pitch. Walk, walk.
You have to feel here for Benjamin. He's kind of he was hanging his head as Finkbonner got over. It's a tough position to be thrown into as someone who's still got a year left in high school. You're facing guys and Europero who's produced at the D1 level, Vassell who's produced at the D1 level.
3 D1 guys to open the lineup today.
3 D1 guys, and besides the first couple at bats, I thought he put together some nice pitches against Europero. Had a couple of nice ones late against Vassell as well. He's just got to trust his stuff and, go for maybe more location than velocity, trying to throw it as hard as you can, and that's why some of his fastballs have missed all over the place.
Now he has to deal with his first righty in the form of Andrew Bonfili. First pitch to him. Tries a slider, tried to backdoor Bonfili, but Andrew didn't bite. He left it off the corner away.
And I like that slider there because he's found the zone with the breaking ball before.
He struggled to command the fastball. 1-0 pitch. Bonfili pops it up, well out of play. The count's 1-1. 2 for 5 with a double in those 3 out-of-league contests.
And this is a guy who definitely has some pop, a 949 OPS at West Valley Community College.
He swings and misses here, cuts over the slider. The count's 1-2. Andrew will be on island time starting this fall. He's going to Chaminade. 1-2. He hits this one hard to first. Gloved by Jones, who throws home for 1. There will be no relay to first base. A perfectly executed infield in play from Aiden Jones. The putout goes 3-2 on the fielder's choice. Out is Chase Taylor. To third base is Vassell. To second base is Europero. And now Connor Johnston has to get these runs home.
That's a confidence booster for Benjamin to see your defense make a nice play, a ground ball that you enforced. See how he moves on the mound here against Johnston.
Swing and a miss from Johnson. It's another first pitch slider. The Bellarmine lefty was up there to hack, and he chased. 0-1 pitch. That's another slider. That one's in there. And I don't want to say you're at a point where you're sitting off speed, but that's really the only thing Benjamin can put in the zone. Bases loaded, 1 out in the first. The pitch to Johnston. He bends back out of the way of a front hip slider. He's yet to see a fastball this at bat. The lefty back from the windup comes home. And it's yet another slider. That one was a hanger. When Johnson wants back, he fouled it away.
We talked about this yesterday where there really isn't such a thing anymore as like, oh, well, you're going to get a fastball here. If whatever pitch is working, that's what you're going to be throwing most of the time. And if it's a slider, it's the slider.
Jones plays in front of the runner at first. The 1-2 to Johnston. Fouled into the glove of Baldino. There's 2 away. And all of a sudden, Cooper Benjamin's a pitch away from wiggling out of what was a really hairy situation. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Now batting out of San Jose State, first baseman number 7, Anthony Shepler.
And Anthony Shepler, the man tasked with trying to make this a positive inning for Sonoma. Shepler had a grand slam in out-of-league action last season. On the 4th of July, he hit a long home run over the high scoreboard in right. Lefty with an open stance. Benjamin comes home. Shepler swings and misses. You guessed it, it was a first pitch slider. He hasn't thrown a fastball in, I think, 7 pitches. Oh, 1. Shepler swings over the slider again. Now Anthony in a spot where he has to battle. Stompers loaded the bases with nobody out. Bonfili hit into a fielder's choice. They got him at the plate, and Johnston struck out. Shepler strikes out swinging. Misses 3 straight sliders, and the side is retired for the Stompers. No runs on no hits, and they leave the bases loaded. We head to the second. Petaluma leads Sonoma 1-0.
Flybird Margarita is our new and delicious cocktail that's ready to go, no bartender needed. Flybird Margarita is crafted in Mexico with 100% Mexican agave wine and all-natural flavors. Whether you are in the mood for a classic Baja Lime or strawberry, Flybird has your margarita ready on the fly. Just twist open the bottle, pour over ice, and enjoy. Since it stays fresh for up to 2 weeks after opening, imagine all the places you'll be able to pour the perfect margarita. Taco Tuesday, backyard barbecue, cheering on your favorite team, or simply while basking in the sun all by yourself. Flybird ready-to-drink margaritas. It's margaritas on the fly.
Cresco Rents. What you need, when you need it. And we show you how to use it. It's simple. You choose it, you use it. We have the right tool for every job. Never buy it. Never store it. When you need it, just rent it.
I'm Chris Smith, president of Cresco. If you need it, Cresco's got it.
All over the Bay Area and online at CrescoRent.com.
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with
Caden Owen, Julian Oliver, and Matthew Baldino, the 3 slated to face Logan Figler, who gets a first pitch strike on a check swing from Owen. It was fouled off up over the visitor dugout on the third base side. Hosting the Petaluma Leghorns today, manager Spencer Finkbonner. He's helped out by Patrick Hodges and Charlie Parno. 0-1 pitch from Logan is hit hard but foul the other way this time, and it's quickly 0-2. Figler's a lefty pitcher, and he works off the extreme third base side of the rubber. He shakes off Bonfili once, and now they're on the same page. Sets at the belt and comes home. Bounced foul again. Figler, a guy that works mostly out of the pen, so no windup. He's out of the stretch whether or not there's anybody aboard. 1-0 Leghorns, top of the second. A walk, a pass ball, a stolen base, and another pass ball yielded a run for Petaluma in the first. The 0-2 pitch coming to Caden Owen is hit towards second. Yuri Pero ranges into the hole, gobbles it up, and throws to first. Nice play by Misael Yuri Pero. Flashes the glove at second.
Yeah, very, very nice play. That one was loud off the bat. Owen timed up, it was early on a couple of those pitches in a row, sent 2 of them foul, and then that one timed it up, got it off the barrel, and Yuri Pero just got in there in time.
Now it's Julian Oliver's turn, another Novato High School guy. He swings and misses at the first pitch. That's 88 with good location from Logan Figler. Who kind of by no fault of his own gave up a run in the first inning. Maybe you don't want to walk a guy, but he wasn't really helped out by Bonfili. 0-1. Low. Big looping curveball that bounced out in front of the plate. Stompers looking to get to 4-0 in out-of-league play. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Late on a heater. And Figler, who we were talking about, has struggled with his command a little bit at the College of Marin. His fastball has been in the zone. He's been challenging these hitters, and they've yet to be able to do anything with it. 1-2 pitch from the lefty. High. 2-2.
And that's why, you normally would be freaked out when, you've already given up a run in the first inning, but in your lineup couldn't score a run with bases loaded in the bottom of the first. But there's still a lot of baseball left here, and Figler looks good.
Top of the second. Nobody on with 1 out. The 2-2 pitch from Figler. Low. Filler up 3-2. Figler trying to avoid a 1-out walk for the second consecutive inning. He ended up striking out 3 in that first. Looking for a 4th punchy here. The tall lefty sets at the belt, takes a deep breath and fires home. That's hit in the air to deep left. Cutting over is Connor Johnston. In the alley, he's under it to make the catch. Julian Oliver gave it a ride, but a very nice jump by Connor Johnston, and he runs it down in left center. There's 2 away. Better contact, definitely, from the Leghorns here in inning number 2.
Yeah, timing up. Figler locating the bat to the ball. Some encouraging signs here from Petaluma. Way better inning than the first one, even though they've got a run in that one.
Matthew Baldino takes a called strike 1. That's the fastball. A tick slower than it was in the first. That one at 86. Baldino, San Marin High School kid. The righty swings and misses.
I mean, he produced at San Marin his senior year a .444 average.
That was no such either. 81 at bats. Figler's 0-2, high. He got him to chase a fastball, so he went back to the same spot. This one a little bit higher, and Baldino laid off. The center fielder, Taylor, 2 steps to the opposite way in right. 1-2 is a cue shot towards the right side of the infield. Yuri Pero charges. His only play is the bare hand, and he can't make it. It's an infield single, cue shot for Matthew Baldino. That one goes as a line drive in the scorebook, a single, and the inning continues for August Block.
Yeah, that's a tough play to make. Can't be too mad at that one from Yuri Pero.
Second baseman number 12, August Block.
A 46 mile per hour off the bat, little cue shot to the right side. Europero tried to make a behind the back flip in one motion to Shepler, never had a chance. Figler pitches low with the fastball. Bonfili keeps it close enough to keep Baldino at first. Walk out of Archie Williams High School. A lanky right-handed hitter right on top of the plate. Shepler holds the runner at first. Figler checks there and comes to the plate. high 2-0. Can't lose block and let the inning continue for Cipollini. 2-0 pitch. High again, 3-0.
The scouting report right now on the Stumps pitch from Figler is that it's high heat and block has not been tempted one bit.
Yeah, Leghorns doing a good job of making Figler come to them. 3-0 is a called strike at the tippy top of the zone, says Blake Dempsey. Thank you for joining us on a beautiful Thursday evening here at Arnold Field. Baldino leads off first. The 3-1 to block is foul back to the screen. The count runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now we got a hinge pitch because Baldino will be running from first. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We'll see if Block can put anything to the outfield and keep Baldino running. The payoff. Struck him out swinging high fastball. The beer batter strikes out to the delight of the Arnold faithful, and for the Leghorns in the second, it's no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left aboard. 1.5 in the books. The Stompers drove the Leghorns 1-0.
Grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority, and Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
James Dole, a right-handed pitcher from the College of Marin, graduated in 2025 from Petaluma High School. He relieves Cooper Benjamin, who went 1 inning. He did not allow a hit or a run. He walked 2. He hit a batter, and he also struck out 2. Benjamin gives way to James Dole. Dole will face 7, 8, and 9. Kays DeRomular, Ben Sebastiani, and Ryland Heckman. Heckman will hit third. He's a lefty, so it's righty, righty, lefty.
Dole, one of those Petaluma natives, went to Petaluma High School, and in his lone year at the College of Marin, 15.43 ERA.
That's just 8 runs in 4 2/3 innings. Really didn't get the run.
Gave up 13 hits, though. Only 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. He got pieced.
This could be the Stompers' chance. He's going to come in the zone. Let's see what the Stomps can do with that. And that starts with Kays DeRomular. He played 2 years for Spencer Finkbonner and the Leghorns. Rancho Cotati High School, where he was teammates with Devin Laginto. And then both of them played for the Leghorns. 2 years ago, DeRomular 1 more year last year for the Horns. Kays went 2 for 6 with 3 stakes in out-of-league play, and he takes low outside 1-0. Let's see if the new man Dole pitches to the scouting report. He filled up the zone for the College of Marin. He got knocked around a little bit, but as Zach Pace and the Stompers staff will always tell you, they like guys that compete in the zone. It's put the ball in play. Good things can happen for both sides. 1-0. DeRomular takes a fastball at 86, about a ball and a half off the corner away. The count's 2-0. Stompers loaded the bases with nobody out in the first inning. Bonfili hit into a fielder's choice where an out was recorded at the plate. Johnson and Shepler both struck out swinging against Benjamin. Dole's 1-1, or beg your pardon, the 2-0 is outside 3-0. That one's 88. So Dole definitely has some juice on that fastball. He hasn't been able to locate it yet. DeRomular way out in front. 3-0 pitch. Kays takes high ball 4, and the Stompers have another man aboard to lead off an inning.
That's exactly what Kays DeRomular can do for you. Never got any pitches in the zone, was never going to swing. Very easy walk.
And now Ben Sebastiani will face a guy that he played with this last year at the College of Marin. James Dole knows the damage that Sebastiani can do. And he challenges him a fastball for a called strike. From the dugout for the Mariners, Dole watched Ben Sebastiani lead the team in hits with 34. NorCal Player of the Week in February and All-Conference second team. Trying to translate that over to the summer here in Sonoma. The 0-1 pitch comes, and he takes low. Very nice block by Baldino to hold DeRomular at first.
Baldino's got a tough day ahead of him. You're expecting the Leghorns to go to a lot of different types of pitchers, guys who might struggle with their command. He's going to have to get in the dirt a lot.
1-1 coming to Sebastiani. Open stance from the right side. DeRomular creeps off first base. Doesn't go. Sebastiani takes called strike. That's right on the back of the outside corner. Nice pitch from Dole. Lefty Rylan Heckman out on deck. A lot of room on the right side if Sebastiani can go the other way with it. 1-2 offer. Too far off the corner that time. The count's 2-2.
That's something we know Sebastiani likes to do, is go the opposite way. Saw it a number of times in non-league play.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at first, nobody out, last of a second. James Dole stares in and delivers. Sebastiani starts his swing. The appeal to Dylan Brewster, he did not finish it. Ben Sebastiani will battle into the count 3-2. Leghorns fans thought he went. Dylan Brewster, the field umpire, disagreed. And so we'll see at 3-2. I wonder if they send DeRomular from first. Joel looks over. DeRomo runs, great jump. Sebastiani fouls it back. That was the pitch you won. 89 miles an hour right down the middle. Ben was right on it, and he shot it straight back to the screen. DeRomo had that one stolen off of Dole. He was 3/4 of the way to second before that ball even crossed home plate. But on 3-2, you can't let it go by to give your guy a stolen base. We'll see if they send DeRomo again. Dole has the same idea. He'll step off and look towards first, no throw. I don't know if that didn't even throw over. I don't know if that's going to stop DeRomo from running. It does not. The 3-2 to Sebastiani is hit weakly back up the middle. Oliver Glove steps on second, not in time. The throw to first is. So Sebastiani is retired 6-3, and DeRomular takes second base.
That's why you send DeRomular there.
Thank goodness DeRomular was running. That ball was tailor-made for 2. Julian Oliver fielded it pretty much on the second base bag. Even if DeRomular had a little bit worse of a jump, I don't think he makes it there. Just jammed Sebastiani a little bit. Now Rylan Heckman, another lefty, digs in, and James Dole's going to step off and go back through the signs with Baldino. Heckman, left-handed hitter, redshirted at Umpqua, and he swings and fouls it back. First pitch change-up. The Leghorns are loving their first pitch off speed here. Runner at second with 1 out. Heckman, the 9 hitter, awaits an 0-1 pitch, trailing 1-0. 0-1. Heckman swings and misses. He's late on 88. "11 miles an hour quicker" was that fastball than the first change. Stompers are 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position so far today. Heckman takes low outside, 1-2. Nice job laying off on another change. After Heckman, it'll be back to the top of the order and Chase Taylor. Heckman awaits the 1-2. He shoots it the other way, but foul. Hey, we talked about it a little bit in the open. It's an interesting lineup. Trent Keys, Ben Sebastiani, Angel Garcia, Hunter Carlson, all they're tasked with doing is blowing bubbles in the dugout. They're going to be off their feet for all of today, said manager Zach Pace.
Yeah, and that's good. They got a big weekend ahead of them.
That they do 3 league games,
including
on the
against
docket.
Walnut Creek, usually one of the teams that finishes in the top half of league standings. First road trip as well.
1-2 pitch coming to Heckman here. A peek at second and the delivery to the plate. Low outside.
And it's an interesting lineup as well because right now Heckman is the first of 4 lefties in a row going 9-1-2-3.
Heckman had shoulder surgery and didn't play at Umpqua Community College from Gig Harbor, Washington. 2-2 pitch. He hits this one foul the other way. Sails over the Flybird Margarita Lounge, over at Jacob's Restaurant, and kicks into the visitor bullpen. That's all the way down the left field line. The third group area here at Arnold Field is the left field oasis. Stompers CCL slate really picks up. You can find the schedule on our website, stompersbaseball.com. You can also get your tickets there. And we'll see you out at the ballpark. 2-2. Heckman takes outside 3-2. Great battle from the lefty from Gig Harbor.
I mean, he's worked himself back into this count, was behind, now full count.
He's battled back to see a 7th pitch after trailing in the count 0-2. Another payoff coming from Dole. He wins the battle. Heckman strikes out swinging. First K, and it's a big one.
I mean, if you have a 3-2 count, you are not expecting a off-speed pitch in the dirt. That's a beautiful job by Dole to just confuse the batter. Tough position to be in there if you're sitting fastball.
Yeah, Heckman has to do a little bit of a better job picking that one up out of the hand. And Chase Taylor has to get that run home from second base if they want to equalize here in the second. Taylor, who was hit by the first pitch in his first trip, takes a called strike. That one caught all of the plate.
Wonder if he was sitting breaking ball there.
Yeah, honestly, he probably was.
Because that's a fastball high in the zone that if you're expecting the heat, you normally swing at.
The right fielder, Cipollina, way off the line. Taylor takes outside at 1-1. Cipollina takes another 2 steps towards center. If Taylor can hook one over Jones's head, it's going to be quite the trek for Cipollina. 1-1 offer to Chase. He bounces it foul right down that first base line. In between Jacoby Hive, the first base coach, and the bag, he's behind 1-2. Impressive start from Petaluma pitching, working out of a jam in the first. And they're a pitch away from getting out of it in the second, too. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. From second base goes Duramular. Taylor takes low. Changeup skipped in there. Baldino, as we've mentioned, is having a very nice game behind home plate. Two-two. Taylor takes upstairs, 3-2. A very nice job from Heckman and now Taylor working deep counts against Dole.
Last time Dole got into this position, a 3-2 count against a lefty, went to an off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Oh, we'll see what Taylor gets with the payoff. The pitch is low. It was the change, but it's the second walk of the inning. 2 on, 2 out for Tino Vassell.
Now batting, third baseman number 21, Tino Vassell.
Vassell played for the California Tigers last summer. Teams sort of like the Leghorns, bounce around and play against a couple different teams in a couple different leagues. Against Sonoma last year, he went 0 for 2. He also had 2 walks. That was a game where Charlie Moulton pitched against the Stompers. After playing the first stint of the summer here, Vassell takes low. The count's 1-0. Vassell was in the field as he watched Trent Keys walk that one off. Late July of 2025. Now he's sporting the Stomper home white uniform and looking to pick up a second out-of-league ribby. 2 on, 2 out. 1-0 pitch to Vassell. The lefty takes below the knees, 2-0. 5 of the 10 Stompers that have come to the plate today have been issued a free pass. 4 walks and a hit by pitch. Sonoma yet to do anything with that. Hitters count for Vassell. Hitting room in left. He takes low. 3-0, and he hasn't really been tempted.
I mean, these pitches haven't really been that great. A lot of them a few balls away from the zone, but I do feel like second time through the order early, the Stompers' bats have been a lot more patient.
A meeting on the mound before the 3-0. Baldino jogs back behind home plate. Duramular and Julian Oliver chat out at second. A couple of Leghorn shortstops. Dromar leads off second base. Taylor leads off first. 3-0 pitch coming from Dole to Vassell. Fastball 86. Split the plate. The count's 3-1. There's a get me over fastball. It's been nothing but get me over breakers so far. Now 3-1, you let Tino Vassell loose. Let's see if Dole challenges him. The pitch is going to kick off the glove of Baldino. It won't matter. It's the third walk of the inning, and for the second consecutive frame, the Stompers have the bases loaded. And they've yet to earn themselves a hit. And they've also yet to earn themselves a run. Despite having 6 of 11 of the hitters reach base. Sort of a confounding number through 2 innings. You've been walked 5 times and hit by a pitch, and if Europero finds a gap here, then everything's forgiven. Misael from the left side takes a called strike. That's a nice fastball with a little bit of life. 86 miles an hour, finds the inner third.
Yeah, I'm still trying to make sense of it, Kieran.
That Bonfili fielder's choice, bases loaded, no one out, sort of turned the tables for Benjamin. Ends up striking out the next 2. Europero swings and misses over a change again. It's a heavy changeup, sort of dropped down, and Europero looked confused. An ugly hack at it. He's behind 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Europero hits it towards shortstop. Oliver gloves, wins the race to second, and the side is retired. For Sonoma, no runs on no hits, and they leave 3. We head to the 3rd inning. The Stompers still trail at 1-0.
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers. Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located...
Right fielder number 11, Joey Cipollina.
9-1-2 for the Leghorns on top 1-0. Their 9-hitter Joey Cipollina is behind 0-1. Figler's going to get a 3rd inning of work here. The lefty from the College of Marin, maybe one of the guys Zach Pace wants to lengthen out. A 1. Bounce back up the middle. Europero will not make the play. It's into center field for a base hit. That's the first hit of the ball game for either side.
With all these base runners,
it's the first base hit to the outfield, let me say. Matthew Baldino hit a cue shot up the first base line that yielded a single in the second inning.
Yuri Parra has been tested a lot so far, and they've not been easy plays to make. It's a tough position to be in.
Great jump by Cipollina, and he's going to take second base. Runner at second base, no one out for Rowan Ball. The pitch was a called strike. Bonfili focused on the frame job. Figler needs to do a little bit of a better job checking on his runners. He's looking back towards second. He's coming to the plate, and Rowan Ball fouls it back 0-2. Split fan base here. Some vocal Petaluma Leghorns fans urging on the leadoff man, Rowan Ball, trying to pick up an RBI with Cipollina at second. And he's going to take third. Figler steps off, throws to third. They have him hung up. They're going to run him back to second. The tag applied, and he slides in late on Kays DeRomalar. A nicely executed pickle there. Tino Vassell ran him all the way back to second base. Great job of communication from the Stompers infield. They step off by Figler, ends in a pickoff of Cipollina. And the 0-2 is a curveball that drops in for strike three. And oh, how a pickoff and one pitch changed this inning. All of a sudden, there's 2 outs and nobody aboard. The uber aggressive Joey Cipollina got himself hung up.
And that just might be what the Stompers need on offense next inning. You know, you see a big momentum swing like that where they get a runner in scoring position with nobody out, and then a 2-pitch swing to 2 outs. That's a big deal.
First pitch fastball to Carter Capobianco is high. Bianco walked and scored in the first, the only run of the ball game. He hits this one hard into center field. Taylor's going to cut over, drop to a knee, and keep it in front. The second single of the inning. Figler getting hit a little bit harder in inning number 3.
And it's a good thing they got Cipollina off the bases, because that could have been...
That would have been an RBI single.
Yeah. At least would have been a play at the plate. Taylor plus defender out in center.
Capobianco aboard for the second time. And Aiden Jones, the Cal commit, will await the first pitch from Figler. Short lead for Capobianco not going. Figler misses outside. The count's 1-0. The lefty's pitch. Jones hits it into right. Sebastiani going over, and it's over his head. He's going to play it on a hop and get the ball in quick. An aggressive send from Hodges, and the relay kicks away. RBI double for Aiden Jones. Petaluma doubles up the lead. It's 2-0. Sebastiani was playing in. He chased it back into the alley and gloved it beautifully on one hop. Didn't allow it to kick past him to the wall. It was a double cut out with Urapero and DeRomalar. I'll just ate up Urapero a little bit. So Jones showing off why Cal picked him up. Figler gets right back at it with a strike to Hunter Lynch. Lynch right-handed hitter with power. Hulking in the righty's batter's box. Figler sets just above the belt and delivers to the plate. Foul back to the screen, 0-2. Right on 88 miles an hour. Still no action in the Stomper pen. A very long hold, trying to get on the same page as Bonfili. 0-2 pitch, high and outside. Tried to get him to chase the high cheese. He didn't. That counts 1-2. Figler's been okay here through 3 innings. The issue's been the offense has loaded him up twice, haven't been able to capitalize.
It feels like it's got to change on offense, right?
I feel like they're due for one. 1-2 pitch. High pop fly, right side. Shepler's going to give it a look, but first baseman's going to run out of room and lets it drop up on top of that Stomper batting cage, which is set up past the bullpen down the right field line. And Hunter Lynch is going to have to pick up his bat and dig back into the righty batter's box. Finally, there's action in the Stomper pen. It looks like a righty up and loosening. Figler stares at second base where Jones leads. He comes home with a 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3, outside corner, inning over. That is the 7th strikeout for Logan Figler through 3, but for the Leghorns, 1 run on 3 hits and 1 left. We head to the bottom of inning number 3. The score, Leghorns 2, Stompers 0.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Far tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard.
Is right over there. You can get a box with a hat, a shirt, a ball, an autograph pen, a sticker, and a Stompers patch, all for just $30. The same price as the hat that's in the box. So today's a good deal to end the week.
Andrew Bonfili, Connor Johnston, and Anthony Shepler. They will be the 3 to bat against James Dole, who walked the bases loaded but escaped that jam in the second. Bonfili grounded into a 3-2 fielder's choice. That was with the bases loaded and no one out in the first. He starts his swing, but leaves slider inside. Front hip slider to Bonfili. 1-0 pitch. Bonfili, broken bat chopper, foul alongside of third base. And the count's 1-1. Bonfili, in 13 games for the Stompers in 2024, went 4 for 18 and did have 1 home run. That came in out of league action. He gets a new piece of lumber and digs back in from the right side. Dole sets at the belt, rocks, and comes home. Bonfili takes high, 2 balls and 1 strike. Johnston and Shepler to follow. They both struck out. This was the part of the order that came up with the bases loaded and nobody out against Benjamin in the first. 2-1 home. Bonfili pops it foul and out of play.
It's still early, Kieran, but down 2. The Leghorns have gotten some guys on. They're getting hits off of you. Pressure's starting to stack up here for Sonoma, and we haven't even finished the first third of the game.
2-2 pitch. Bounce foul towards the Leghorn dugout down the third base line. The count will hold there.
I thought when I first heard that, I was saying Johnny Red Meat.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Bonfili. The pitch. High fly ball left field line. Lynch will give it a look, but watch it fly way out of play. And the Stompers, to their credit, are putting in great at-bats. They're working deep in counts. They're drawing walks. The problem is they're 0 for 4 with the bases loaded. Another 2-2. Bonfili chases. Second strikeout for Dole.
Now batting, left fielder number 5, Connor Johnston.
Johnston 3 for 11 with a double in out of league action. That includes a swinging strikeout in the first against Benjamin. First pitch to Johnston's fouled back to the screen. An 0-1 pitch coming to Johnston, and he hits it foul again. He's behind 0-2, and that's what Dole's done a good job of getting ahead 0-2. He's struggled a little bit to put away from that spot. Ken Blankenship, the righty, up and loosening for the Stompers. Here the 0-2 to Johnston is waved out and missed. He's struck out twice. That's 3 in an inning and 2/3 for Dole. And Anthony Shepler, who struck out swinging on 3 straight sliders in the first, ended that threat.
I mean, the Stompers are chasing at everything, Kieran. I think you got to be a little bit more patient in your approach. What they've been going to a lot is breaking balls out of the zone. And
Shepler swings first pitch and bounces it foul.
And trusting that they're going to swing, and the Stompers have complied. You got to be a little bit more patient, I think, going forward.
Shepler hasn't seen a fastball today, I don't think. He's seen 4 pitches. They've all been sliders or changeups, and he's swung at all 4. That's 5 for 5. There's a fastball, though. Started but couldn't stop. 0-2.
When you're in this position as a hitter, you just don't know what you're going to get because you fouled off an off speed and then you're chasing the high heat. You don't even know what he's going to go to here.
0-2 pitch to Shepler. Finally lays off. It was a fastball up above the zone. The count's 1-2. Shepler transferred from Ohio State to SJSU. Takes low inside. Just 4 games for the Buckeyes. That was in 2025. Then he came here to Sonoma, went 6 for 26 with 2 homers and a triple in out of league action. Hit just a $179 in league play. And then 8 for 59 for the Spartans of San Jose State. Shepler checks his swing on a ball low. And the count runs full 3-2.
This is better from Shepler. He's not chasing
much better battle
away, and that's why he's got himself into a 3-2 count. This is exactly what you're supposed to do.
Good job of battling back from Shep. the all-time home run leader at San Marin High School, awaits a 3-2 and hits it foul at home plate. One of the better at-bats we've seen from Shepler all year. I think you try and make Shepler chase here. There's no need to challenge him. I think you go fastball up or change up low. We'll see what Baldino and Dole agree upon. The payoff to Shepler is hit to center field. They did challenge him. Cutting over is Capobianco, and he makes the running catch. Vestide is retired. 1, 2, 3 go. The Stompers in the third. Nate Martin takes over the play-by-play duties in the top of the first, with the Stompers trailing 2-0.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana ice cream and treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority, and Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
The Sonoma County Classic rolls on here at Arnold Field, and the Leghorns lead the Stompers 2-0 through 3 innings. We're here in the top of the 4th. Kieran Costa, I'm Nate Martin. Figler, his day is done. Ken Blankenship enters the game for the Stompers. Look at Figler's day, 3 innings of work, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Did some good job of getting some swing and miss. Velo touching 90. Blankenship's facing 5, 6, and 7, Owen, Oliver, and Baldino. Last time up in the order of DH, Owen grounded out to second. The first pitch of Blankenship's evening. Fastball inside, ball 1. Blankenship, Benedictine Red Hawk, joining the NAIA school in Arizona in the fall. Most recently pitched with Sacramento City College. The 1-0. Breaking ball misses, high, ball 2.
Yeah, Blankenship pitched an inning on the second game of the season against the Red Tails. Pitched to 1 run and 2 hits. He didn't walk or strike anybody out.
Simple job here, put a 0 on the scoreboard. The Stompers trailed 2-0. The 2-0 fouled towards the toilets here at Arnold Field down the left side, 2-1. Blankenship 6'3" from Stockton.
He might be a guy that hits multiple innings here too. Zach Pacing, who he can lengthen out.
The 2-1 to the lefty. Foul back, 2-2. Caden Owen, the DH. 312 his senior year in high school. A lot of these guys still looking for permanent homes come fall and the spring. The lefty Owen steps back in. The righty Blankenship delivers the 2-2. Foul towards the beer garden. We'll do it again. Good crowd here at Arnold Field, split 50-50 between the Sonoma County rivals. The 2-2 once again, strike three. Owen went fishing and goes down via the K. Brings up Julian Oliver for his second time through the order. Last time around, the righty shortstop lined out the left field. Part of a game where the Leghorns starting to put together some good at-bats against Figler. The first pitch finds his own, 0-1. Oliver, one of a couple Nevada natives here for the Leghorns. Awaits the 0-1. Swings, 0-2.
Looks a little bit quicker than 80 out of the hands of Blankenship. I mean, even a high school kid shouldn't be that late on 80.
The two-strike offering. Popped up, shifting towards the Stompers dugout, and it goes off the roof, the cover of the bullpen. It's a good thing you have that up. Oliver steps back in. Blankenship working from the center of the mound. It's that part of the day where the sun and shadows put a weird lighting on Blankenship, the pitcher. 0-2. One hopper back to Blankenship, throw over to first in time, out number 2.
That's never an easy play for a pitcher, as Wesley Harwell showed us yesterday, where he got an easy comebacker and lobbed it over the head of the first baseman at the time, Carlson. Blankenship, cool, calm, and collected there. Made sure he fielded it first for clean transfer and flipped it to Scheffler to get the second out.
Baldino, the catcher, his second time to the plate. Last time a 2-out single in the same position here. The first pitch, swinging, 0-1.
This is similar to his first outing, Ken Blankenship, a guy that's competing in the zone, just like we saw Scotty Cotto do yesterday. It didn't turn out as well for Cotto. He got knocked around a little bit.
The 0-1. Fouled up into shallow right. Sebastiani is under it and hauls it in for out number 3. For the first time today, the Leghorns go down 1-2-3. Sonoma bats looking to score their first runs of the day. We'll be back very shortly here on the Stompers Broadcast Network.
Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana ice cream and treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok. We know you love watching the game on the Stompers YouTube channel, but nothing beats coming out to the park. Support your Stompers at Arnold Field all summer long. Get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com or give us a call at 707-522-7284.
Bottom of the fourth here at Arnold Field, a beautiful sunny summer evening. I'm Nate Martin. Kieran Costa will be back very shortly. 7, 8, and 9 to the plate here for Sonoma. DeRomalar, Sebastiani, and Heckman facing James Dole for his third inning of work. First pitch swinging from DeRomalar goes into opposite foul territory, and it stays there, 0-1. DeRomalar, last time up in the order, worked a walk, made it all the way to third, but couldn't come home. That's been the story of the day for the Sonoma offense. All 3 innings, they've gotten a runner in scoring position. The 0-1, hit high into left field. DeRomalar fielded a good beat from Ball, hauls in the line drive. DeRomalar goes down to bring up Ben Sebastiani. Last time through, Sebastiani grounded out to short. The first pitch, swung on, 0-1.
Yeah, you'd want to see an adjustment here. This is Sebastiani's second time facing Dole.
The 0-1. One hopper over to third, fielded throw over to first. In time, out number 2. Great scoop from Lynch to secure the ground out. Brings up Ryland Heckman, the 9-hole hitter, after 2 very quick outs. Struck out first time through the order, did the lefty. First pitch, looked out low, ball 1. Heckman, the Umpqua CC attendee, took a redshirt year this past season up in Oregon. The 1-0. Hitting to opposite field into shallow left. 3 Leghorns chase. No one can come up to it. Heckman, a 2-out single and the first hit of the day for the Sonoma offense.
Now batting, center fielder number 1, Chase Taylor.
Brings up the top of the order the Yukon Husky, Chase Taylor. Through 2 at-bats, has reached both times with a hit by pitch and a walk. The second of 4 lefties in a row here for the Sonoma offense. Check back over to Heckman. Not in time. First pitch to Taylor, looked at outside, ball 1. This is the part of the order last time through that worked counts. Taylor drew a walk. Vassell, the man on deck, drew a walk. Taylor's ahead here, 1-0. The pitch, looked at low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Heckman's over on first. He has the first hit of a day for Sonoma. Kicks and fires. Outside ball 3.
Yeah, Tino Vasel's already walked twice. You know you're getting a good at-bat out of him on deck. You have to try and move the line if you're Chase Taylor.
Can Taylor reach for a third time today? Looks at that one high, ball 4. Yes, he does. 2 on, 2 outs for Tino Vasel.
Third baseman number 21.
Very similar setup to the last time he came up where he drew a walk. That got bases loaded, and Urapero, the man on deck, had a fielder's choice to end the inning. Dole has a base open. You really don't want to give it, though. I don't know if you can count on Urapero to ground out again. First pitch to Vassell. Inside in the dirt, ball 1. The 4th consecutive inning, the Stompers have put Leghorns pitching under pressure. They have nothing to show for it on the scoreboard. 2 on, 1 ball, 2 outs. Pitch in the dirt low, both runners advance. 2 into scoring position now for Vassell. Taylor at second, Heckman at third. Vassell with a gap shot can tie the game. Finds himself in a hitter's count 2-0. Pace kicks and delivers. Swung on into deep center, over the head of the outfielder. 1 run comes across the plate. Taylor scores 2. Vassell's thinking 3. Hoke holds him up there. The 2-run triple ties the game off the bat of Tino Vassell. Stomps back in it.
That ball was tattooed off the bat of Tino, dead center field. Capobianco almost made an outstanding play.
First triple we've seen at Arnold Field this year from the Stompers as well. Belongs to Tino Vassell. Didn't have any this past spring with a USF. Gets one in the summer.
And now all of a sudden you have that go-ahead run 90 feet away. Baldino's job gets a little bit tougher.
First pitch to Urapero. Looked at for a strike. That's what Dole needed.
Ball was crushed 100 miles an hour off the bat of Vassell, the dead center field.
Timed up perfectly. The 0-1 to Urapero. Bouncer over to first, off his chest. Makes the play, though, to end the inning. Heads up play by Jones to get out of things, but not before 2 runs come across the plate. A triple from Tino Vassell ties the game as we head to the top of the 5th.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Far tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Nestled in the heart of Sonoma.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our
Dr. Lawrence Adams. We know you love watching the game on the Stompers YouTube channel, but nothing beats coming out to the park. Support your Stompers at Arnold Field all summer long. Get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com or give us a call at 707-522-7284. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Second baseman number 12, August Block.
Top of the fifth, and for the first time since the start of this one, we are tied. 2-2 is the score, and Blankenship still on the bump. Gets blocked to chase high, 0-1. Second pitch of the at-bat, the 0-1. Finds the plate 0-2.
That half off discount goes for umpires too. Just saying.
The 0-2. Low ball 1. Stompers faithful thought that one should have been called a strike. It was a couple balls below the zone. Blankenship has to work here on the 1-2. Flared to opposite field towards foul territory and into the Stompers bullpen. We'll do the 1-2 once again. One ball, 2 strikes to block. Goes down swinging. 2 at-bats to block the beer batter. Both times he strikes out to the cheers of the Arnold Field fans. Brings up Joey Cipollina, the right fielder, his second time through the order. The CSM Bulldog awaits the first pitch. Looks at it outside, ball 1. With the College of San Mateo, 1 hit and 11 at-bats. Struck out 4 times. Ahead of the count here, 1-0. Breaking ball high and inside, misses, ball 2. Hitters count to Cipollina, 2-0. High ball 3.
Blankenship's retired all 4 that he's faced.
Cipollina ahead of the count, 3-0. Looks at it for a strike, 3-1. It's a hitter's count once again to the 5'11" righty. 3 balls, 1 strikes, 1 down here in the top of the 5th. Whiffs at that one. Full count now. Blankenship's battled back. Payoff. Gets him. Off speed in the dirt. Cipollina couldn't reach it. Back-to-back punch-outs for Ken Blankenship. That's his 3rd of the day.
That's a great sequence from Blankenship. Was behind in the count 3-0. Battled back with a couple of cutters, and then Cipollina went fishing.
Brings up the top of the order. Rowan Ball. First pitch. Finds his own, 0-1. Ball, 2 strikeouts today, 1 swinging, 1 looking. Behind the count here, 0-1.
Yeah, Stomper pitching here has struck out 9.
The 0-1. Piece towards opposite field. Sebastiani under it for out number 3. Blankenship has faced 6. He's retired all 6. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Stompers looking to take the first lead of the ball game.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. The throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gantz pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
Cresco Rents. What you need, when you need it. And we show you how to use it. It's simple. You choose it, you use it. We have the right tool for every job. Never buy it, never store it. When you need it, just rent it.
I'm Chris Smith, president of Cresco. If you need it, Cresco's got it.
All over the Bay Area and online at CrescoRent.com.
Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. We know you love watching the game on the Stompers YouTube channel, but nothing beats coming out to the park. Support your Stompers at Arnold Field all summer long. Get your tickets at StompersBaseball.com or give us a call at 707-522-7284. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
New arm into the game. It's Keisuke Ito. Keisuke Ito, 5'8" righty from Japan. Just spent his freshman season with the College of Marin. Did not appear for the Mariners.
That goes to the book on James Dole. 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks.
Now batting, catcher number 25, Andrew Bonfili.
Was very solid, but couldn't survive that bottom of the 5th where Tino Vassell scored 2 on the RBI triple. It's now Bonfili, Johnson, and Shepler to the plate. First pitch, swing and miss, strike 1. Ito, 5'8" on the mound. Pretty short for a pitcher, but he makes it work. Shakes off the sign. Steps into it, the 0-1. Misses 1-1. .74 down low. The 1-1. away, ball 2. Bonfili today, a strikeout, and then that fielder's choice in the bottom of the first with bases loaded, nobody out. The 2-1, Ito plays with his timing there, and Bonfili fouls it back. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out here. Does Ito slow it down again? Holds, delivers, breaking ball high. Did he go? Bonfili didn't. Ball 3. Full count for Keisuke Ito in his first batter faced of the evening. Ito's payoff. Chopped out, a miss. Bonfili has struck out back-to-back times. Brings up Connor Johnston for his 3rd time through the order.
6th strikeout for Petaluma pitching.
Johnston's been victim of 2 of those. His first time facing Ito. Shows bunt. Pops one down the third base line. Picked up. Throw doesn't even come.
That's a perfect bunt base hit from Connor Johnston.
Small ball is the name of the game for Zach Pace. We see it there on the 1-out knock from Johnston on the bunt. Brings up Anthony Shepler, his 3rd time through the order. Struck out to end the first and flew out to center to end the 3rd. The left-hand side of the batter's box. First pitch low, ball 1. Ito thought about throwing over to first, keeping Johnston over there, who has some nice speed. The 1-0 to Shepler. Hit foul over our heads in the press box.
Balk. It's going to be a balk called on Ito.
Good eye. Puts Johnston into scoring position.
It's a no pitch, too.
One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on second. Johnston shuffles. Ito delivers. High, ball 2.
It's 2-0 on Shepler. The pitch that he fouled off a no pitch because of the balk.
The 2-0. High, ball 3. That's where a ball can make a big difference. Totally different at bat. 2-1 versus 3-0.
Now that runner's into scoring position with less than 2 outs. Shepler just has to do a job.
The 3-0 misses, ball 4. Johnston Shepler kind of slow to react to that. Puts 2 on with 1 out. Kays de Romelar struts in from the dugout of Sonoma into the right-handed batter's box. He's got a runner on first and second. Shepler at first, Johnston at second. A chance to take the lead. First pitch. De Romelar swings, flares it towards shallow right. Caught on the fly for out number 2. Nice over-the-head grab from Jones, the first baseman.
That's a very nice read off the bat. That pitch in on the hand of Duramar. Almost dunked it in down the right field line. But instead, Jones makes the catch.
The Stompers have gotten a runner in scoring position in all but one inning today. They've only scored once in one of those innings. It brings up Ben Sebastiani. First pitch outside, ball one. Sebastiani today, 2 groundouts to short and third. Johnston teasing at second. Ito looks back, delivers the 1-0. Hit high into left. Under it, looks up, and gone! Ben Sebastiani takes the lead for Sonoma on a 3-run home run, his first of the summer.
What did I say in the open, Nate? My player to watch, Ben Sebastiani. He proves me right with a long home run out to left.
318 over the left field wall. A high hanging ball that just never dropped until it got over the fence. It's 5-2 Sonoma. Brings up the 9-0 hitter and DH, Ryland Heckman.
Now batting, designated hitter number 13, Ryland Heckman.
First pitch to Heckman high, ball one. Ito has to bounce back. He got 2 outs. Like a lot of the pitchers before him, but Stompers actually scored on one there. It's 2 straight cooking numbers for Sonoma. The 1-0, inside ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, nobody on here for Heckman. Misses, 2-1. 84 on the lower third of the zone. Heckman couldn't get it. Still ahead of a count here, though, 2-1. Looks at that one high for ball 3. Heckman today, a strikeout and a single. He was the first run of the day for Sonoma back in that 4th inning. Thought he had ball 4. Instead, has to step back in. Pitch that just clipped the inner part of the plate. Full count now to the lefty. The payoff pitch. Bouncer over to first, goes foul. We'll do it again.
Heckman just trying to flip this order, keep the good times rolling. The Stompers had so many chances in the first 2 innings and then finally came up big in the 4th and then the 5th.
Chase Taylor on deck. That's the top of the order. The 3-2 with 2 outs. Ito delivers. In the dirt, ball 4. The inning continues for the Stumps. Brings up Chase Taylor for the 4th time today.
Center fielder number 1, Chase Taylor.
And now you're starting to feel like the scoreline is a bit more representative of how this game has gone for Sonoma. They've gotten runners in scoring position in all but 1 inning. And in these last 2, they've capitalized. And it's another balk on Ito. That puts Heckman into scoring position with 2 outs, making your own job a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, a guy that's trying to mix up his timing a little bit, maybe a little too deep into his own head.
First pitch from Ito, low. Ball 1. Taylor has reached in all 3 plate appearances, 2 walks and a hit by pitch. Awaits the 1-0. Bouncer Gets off the glove of Ito. Over to second. Bare hand can't be scooped. Puts runners on the corners. And that's Chase Taylor's first hit of the summer. Maybe not in the fashion that he wanted, but they all count the same.
Yeah, Taylor, a fast guy. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of infield hits like that from Taylor.
Comes in non-league play, so it doesn't count towards CCL stats. Tino Vassell to the plate. And that might be Ito's day. The Leghorns manager out of a dugout. Takes the ball, and that'll do it for Ito, who gave up a 3-run home run and has runners on the corners here with 2 outs. Stompers on the doorstep of opening things up. We'll get your information on the new pitcher after this.
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers.
Flybird Margarita is our new and delicious cocktail that's ready to go, no bartender needed. Flybird Margarita is crafted in Mexico with 100% Mexican agave wine and all-natural flavors. Whether you are in the mood for a classic Baja Lime or strawberry, Flybird has your margarita ready on the fly. Just twist open the bottle, pour over ice, and enjoy. Since it stays fresh for up to 2 weeks after opening, imagine all the places you'll be able to pour the perfect margarita. Taco Tuesday, backyard barbecue, cheering on your favorite team, or simply while basking in the sun all by yourself. Flybird ready-to-drink margaritas. It's margaritas on the fly.
Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
Pitching for the Petaluma Leghorns.
Runners on the corners, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th, and Tino Vassell to the plate. And to face him, Griffin Vorhaus, the Novato High School grad. His first time facing the Stompers this summer, and Shepler has to head back over to second. Unclear as to why. Three runs have already come across the plate. Vassell responsible for the 2 that came across in the previous inning off an RBI triple. First pitch, high and away, ball 1.
I'm interested why Heckman was just put back at second base.
Heckman got on via the walk. Taylor had that single. And went over from first to third, but he's now back at second, still in scoring position. The 1-0 to Vassell. Looked at for a strike, 1-1. Vassell today, 2 walks, and that 2-run triple, the first 3-bagger of the summer for the Stomps.
Yeah, great 4 years at Nevada. You had a 2.05 ERA.
The 1-1 fouled off the mask of the catcher, 1-2.
That was over 188 innings, 4 years on varsity for Morehouse.
A lot of these guys for the Leghorns, 4-year varsity players, still looking for permanent homes, and they've certainly impressed today, despite trailing by 3. Morehouse looks back. The 1-2, runners go. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 to end the inning. Vorhouse's first batter faced is a punch out. But that doesn't change the fact that 3 runs came across the plate here in the bottom of the 5th off the bat of Ben Sebastiani, his first home run of the summer. And the Stompers lead 5-2 as we head to the top of the 6th. For the first time all day, the Leghorns trail.
Expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Ken Blankenship enters his 3rd inning of work. He's retired 6 straight. He's facing 2, 3, and 4. Capobianco, Jones, and Lynch. First pitch, high for a ball. So far today, Capobianco, a walk and a single. One of only a couple lefties in the lineup. Bouncer down the third base line. Scooped by Bonfili. And the runner advances to first. A leadoff single from Capobianco, his 2nd of the day.
First batter allowed here.
First baseman number 16, Aiden Jones.
But I honestly thought it hit home plate.
So it's the leadoff man on for Aiden Jones, the Cal commit. Double that scored a run last time through. The first pitch. Blooped towards this Leghorns dugout. 0-1. Jones, still another year of high school left at Petaluma. They're all looking forward to that one. The check over to first, not in time. That's the guy in Jones who committed to Cal over a year ago when he was still a sophomore in high school. The 0-1. Pieced into left field. Caught. Out number 1. Johnston had that one read pretty easily. The first out of the inning brings up Hunter Lynch with one down.
Now batting, shortstop number 17, Hunter Lynch.
Runner goes. Bonfili, throw over to second. In time. Got him. Bonfili gunned him down. Nice heads up play there from the Chaminade commit. So it's now nobody on with 2 outs to Lynch, who's behind here 0-1. Ball into the dirt. Did not go. Evens things up at 1 apiece. Lynch only 1 year of varsity at Novato, but in that season hit .340 with 4 home runs and 7 doubles. Power righty, stocky build. Awaits the 1-1. High, ball 2. Guy listed as a two-way player as well. Had a 3.18 ERA in that season with Novato. Ahead of a count here, 2-1. Fouled, 2-2. Counts even. And judging by some of my interns' reactions standing on top of the Stompers dugout, that might have hit something. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on to Lynch. Digs in the dirt. Bonfili picks it up, throw over to first in time. Have yourself a day, Ken Blankenship. 9 face, 9 retired. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Stompers lead.
All right, it's time for RU Square.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Second baseman number 46,
Stompers have put up a crooked number in 2 straight innings. Can they do it again? Misael Uripero hopes to start it off against Griffin Vorhaus. First pitch, swinging, 0-1. It's Uripero, Bonfili, and Johnston to the plate. Uripero today, a walk and 2 groundouts. The 0-1, breaking ball outside evens things up at 1 apiece. Vorhaus, another one of those Novato high school guys, recently graduated. The 1-1, away, ball 2. Vorhaus only a couple miles away from home. Uripero pieces that one into left field. And it's caught for out number 1.
Catcher number 25, Andrew Bonfili.
Brings up Andrew Bonfili. Top half of the inning, caught a runner out at second. Really nice defensive play from the catcher, who struck out twice and grounded out to first. First pitch, Looper finds his own 0-1. The Sonoma native awaits the 0-1. Misses 1-1, nearly an 11-mile-an-hour difference between the first pitch and the second faced by Bonfili. Neither generated a swing. The 1-1. Hit to left center. It drops. Bonfili in there with a 1-out single. His first knock of the day. Here come the Stompers once again. They've gotten a base runner on in all but 1 inning. Brings up Connor Johnston for the 4th time today. 2 strikeouts and a single. Vorhaus kicks and delivers. Johnston gets low to hit it into left to right. And it's caught for out number 2.
Yeah, even the outs of this inning have been pretty hard-hit baseballs. Uripero shot one into left, just hung up long enough, and then Johnson, that pitch was down below the zone, but his lefty swing, he has a really nice load and does a good job getting down to that ball, and I think he found a barrel. Cipollina, great jump.
Brings up Anthony Shepler. Bonfili on first, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Shepler bows it towards the Leghorns dugout, goes over it and bounces over the fence. Shepler today, a strikeout, a flyout, and a walk. One of 3 runs to cross the plate in inning number 5 off of Ben Sebastiani's 3-run moonshot.
Shepler's been aggressive. Swing at the first 2 pitches.
What does
His
he
first
do here?
3 at-bats.
On the 0-1, Looper clips the plate, 0-2.
They're playing in nearly an overshift for Shepler. This is a team that loves to bunt for base hits. They're giving it to Anthony if he puts it up the third base line.
The 0-2, high and away, ball 1.
Infield and outfield pulled way over.
Expecting this one to go right. Shepler awaits the 1-2 in the dirt, ball 2. Bonfili takes off for second.
Wild pitch charged against the catcher, Baldino, who's done a very nice job behind the plate today for Petaluma.
Yet again, that's a runner in scoring position. Said it countless times. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The runner at second is Bonfili. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th to Shepler. Vorhaus delivers. Breaking ball hit high into right. And it's caught for out number 3. Another barrel for Sonoma, but it goes right to the right fielder. Cipollina for out number 3. Kieran Costa has you for the rest of the Sonoma County Classic here on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck.
We play on into inning number 7. I'm Karen Costa, joined by Nate Martin, the back third of the Sonoma County Classic, take 2026. First pitch from Blankenship, fouled back to the screen. Blankenship now facing Caden Owen for the second time to start inning number 4. You know what that means. He's faced a minimum through 3. That's aided by 1 caught stealing after a Capobianco leadoff single in the 6th. The lefty Owens bounced out and struck out. The 0-1 right there, called strike 2. Looked like the cutter there from Blankenship.
In his primary pitch this evening, and it's certainly been effective.
0-2. Has Owen right where he wants him. Missed outside. Again, Kensman keeps trying to get that backdoor slider to come back and catch the corner. This one drifted pretty far outside. Still a pitcher's count. 1-2. Struck him out swinging. 5 strikeouts for Ken Blankenship. 11 for Stomper pitching. It's Julian Oliver's turn. Novato High School, he's 0 for 2 today. Fly out and a ground out. Blankenship's done a great job of getting out in front of hitters. That one's hit into right center. Taylor has a beat on it. He drifts over and makes the two-handed catch. 1 pitch, 1 out, just how you draw it up for Ken Blankenship. And just like that, there's very quickly 2 down.
I mean, you can't draw up this outing any better for Blankenship so far. 11 straight retired. It's exactly what Zach Pace wants out of the first guy out of the pen.
The first pitch to Baldino. That one's popped up right field line. Sebastiani in, Shepler out. It's Anthony Shepler who can't make the play. In and out of the glove of Shepler, who had a long way to go down that first base line, and in foul territory, it just kicked off the heel of that extra large first baseman's glove. Alec Murray, the Fordham righty, up and loosening for the Stomps now. Right on right. Blankenship sets at the letters, stares into Bonfile for the sign and pitches. It's a fastball top of the zone. Close pitch. Split the plate, but just above the strike zone, said the home plate umpire Blake Dempsey. Very good zone from the man behind the plate tonight. 1-1. Foul back to the screen.
I definitely think this has been one of the better zones we've seen at Arnold this summer. While we've seen some other umpires be more forgiving on the outer edge of the plate, I've just kept it relatively tight.
Front hip slider on that one was spoiled. He showed him the fastball, the cutter, and the slider. Let's see what he goes to on 1-2. Foul back to the screen. Slider again. Right on it was Baldino. If Blankenship can turn in 4 shutout innings here, I think Zach Pace might have found a guy he trusts comes the CCL weekend. Coming up, that starts with the Crawdads tomorrow here at Arnold Field and then away at San Francisco on Saturday. 1-2 pitch, low outside. Stompers still have to put up the finishing touches here on a victory over the Leghorns. Their lead just 5-2. Stompers are then back home on Sunday. The Merchants come to town for the first time. That one's lined into left field, base hit. Hard hit ball by Baldino, second hit allowed. Two-out base runner for August Block.
Last chance for our beer batter of the game. Second baseman number 12, August Block.
Block, right-handed hitter, struck out swinging in the second, struck out swinging in the fourth. Here he hits it hard up the middle. Deromlar dives, it's through into center field. Taylor comes in, a round from Baldino, but he's back to second base. Ziano Ortega will now come in and hit off the bench. He replaces Joey Cipollina. Ortega, left-handed hitter. Spencer Finkbonner will start playing the matchups here against the righty Blankenship.
It's a great thing to do. I mean, he represents the tying run. You got 2 on. This is still a very tight game, Kieran. Although it's been all Stompers the last couple innings with Blankenship entering the game. He's looking vulnerable here in inning number 4.
Tying run at the plate in the form of Ortega. Cipollina's day ends with a single and a strikeout. First pitch to Ortega, popped up, third base side, going over his Vassell, and it drops untouched towards the third base dugout of the Leghorns. Here in this 4th inning, it's clear that the game plan's changed for the Leghorns hitters. Uber aggressive early in the count, swinging often if they get a pitch in the zone, the first or second from Blankenship.
Blankenship's forced him to do that because he's been attacking the zone.
As Zach Pace says it time and time again, I want guys that compete in the strike zone, and Blankenship has done that to a T, trying to escape his 4th inning here in the 7th. 0-1. Foul back to the screen. He's a pitch away. It's 0-2. Ortega comes in cold as a pinch hitter. He's watched 6 innings of play, trying to be a difference maker in the 7th. Tall left-handed hitter. Holds the bat on his left shoulder, now waggles it behind his head. He awaits an 0-2 pitch. Blankenship delivers. It's fouled off at home plate. Blankenship, even on 0-2, went in the zone there. Ortega just got a piece.
I mean, even at an 0-2 count, Blankenship's still attacking the plate.
0-2 pitch, low, 1-2.
That's usually what you see from an 0-2 count.
Tried to induce a chase, he couldn't on Ortega, but top of the order and Rowan ball if the inning continues. 2 on, 2 out. 5-2 Stompers in the 7th. Blankenship's 1-2 pitch. Hit in the air to very shallow center. Keys to Romolar, the shortstop, makes the catch, and the inning is over. Ken Blankenship, a very strong outing out of the bullpen. He gets through a 4th shutout frame. It's time to stretch in Sonoma. Stompers 5, Leghorns 2.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz-Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
We go to the home half of the 7th. Griffin Vorhaus still working. He got a strikeout to end the 5th. He gave up a single and got outs on 3 very hard line drives in inning number 6.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, La Michoacana ice cream is available right now.
He'll face DeRomular, Sebastiani, and Heckman.
The last chance to get the best Corvettas in town.
You'd have to think Ken Blankenship's day is done. Alec Murray's been ready for a little while now up in the Stomper pen.
Shortstop number 15, Keys Duramular.
And Case DeRomular, the former Leghorn, 0 for 2 with a walk today, leads off inning number 7. The righty takes a ball just below the zone. A curveball traveled through the entire zone and then ended below it. Drummer right on top of a plate. He's a pesky right-handed hitter. He awaits a 1-0 and pops it foul over the first base dugout. That counts 1-1. Ben Sebastiani on deck. He delivered what's been the swing of the game so far, a go-ahead 3-run home run back in the 5th. The 1-1. The Romar pops it up. On the infield, it's the first baseman Jones who makes the catch crossing into foul ground, and there's one away.
It's the second time DeRomular's been hung up on a pitch high and in, kind of flares it into the opposite way. Might just be a change in approach coming into the weekend in CCL play.
Yeah, jammed his last 2 plate appearances to pretty easy plays at first base for Aiden Jones. And now Sebastiani tries to match what he did last time up. See if they challenge him first pitch. They don't. A fastball low outside. Kicks to the backstop. Sebastiani ahead 1-0. And 1 for 3. He checks his swing and fouls it back to the screen. That was 81 outer third.
Got to respect the Leghorns bringing their own ball boy. And now we
won
the
the race.
Stompers won and the Leghorns won. Just had a very nice race to collect the ball against the wall.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Sebastiani slightly open stance from the right side. Hits it in the air, foul again. He's been late on 81 and 83 the last 2 pitches. If he can time this up, well, it's heralded for the gap.
Kind of a changed approach than what we've seen from Sebastiani at the start of the year. A lot of times he's been looking to go opposite field. Today it's all been towards that left field side.
1-2 pitch. Hit hard and through the left side for a base hit. Second knock of the day for Sebastiani. First Stomper with a couple of knocks today. And Rylan Heckman comes up. Been on base twice. Singled and scored in the 4th. Walked in the 5th. Left-handed hitter, has some power. He takes upstairs. Trying to flip this thing over for Chase Taylor. And the Stompers can add a little bit of breathing room. The lead right now, just 3. Matching 7s in the hit column. A 5-2 lead for Sonoma. The pitch. Called strike, clipped the top of his zone. Heckman steps out and to regroup.
Crucially for Sonoma, though, no errors. There's a 0 under the E on the scoreboard, and that's a big adjustment from last night where they had 3 and the defense looked spotty.
Pitch home is low. Baldino drops to a knee and keeps it in front of him. Now another hitter's count for a Stomper. This time it's Heckman, and he's ahead 2-1. Looks like it's going to be Alec Murray's 8th inning, and we'll see who pitches the 9th after that. Dancing off the bag is Ben Sebastiani. He doesn't go, and now it's 3-1. No one up and loosening in the bullpen for the Leghorns. No matter what happens here in the 7th, you'd think it's Vorhouse's is to get out of. 3-1 finds the outside corner. Fastball filler up 3-2.
That's a great 3-1 pitch. Find the zone, but put it where Heckman can't really reach it.
Tough pitch to barrel up there, right on the black of the outer edge. Payoff. Sebastiani runs. The pitch is a called strike 3. Heckman can't believe it. It's a stolen base for Sebastiani.
Vorhouse has been painting this inning, Kieran. I mean, 2 pitches on the black in a row got Heckman looking.
Heckman thought it was low. It was a curveball right down the middle and right at the knees. That's a very, very nice pitch. But Vorhouse will step off before delivering to Chase Taylor, who's been on board 4 times today. A hit by pitch, a walk, another walk, and a single. Had to get a ball out of the infield. He's gone to first base 4 times. He hits this one in the air to shallow left. It's going to be a long run for Rowan Ball, but he's in under it and squeezes it. The inning is over. For the Stompers, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We head to inning number 8. Sonoma still clinging to a 3-run lead.
Flybird Margarita is our new and delicious cocktail that's ready to go, no bartender needed. Flybird Margarita is crafted in Mexico with 100% Mexican agave wine and all-natural flavors. Whether you are in the mood for a classic Baja Lime or strawberry, Flybird has your margarita ready on the fly. Just twist open the bottle, pour over ice, and enjoy. Since it stays fresh for up to 2 weeks after opening, imagine all the places you'll be able to pour the perfect margarita. Taco Tuesday, backyard barbecue, cheering on your favorite team, or simply while basking in the sun all by yourself. Flybird ready-to-drink margaritas. It's margaritas on the fly.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings.
Alec Murray, the new man out of the bullpen. The righty from Fordham University out in the Bronx, pitching across the country here in Sonoma for the second time in 2026. And his first offer is hit hard the other way. Ben Sebastiani is going to chase it towards the line and see it drop foul. Murray pitched on Friday, last Friday against the Leghorns. He gave up a leadoff single and then struck out 3 straight. Got a little bit of run as a true freshman at Fordham. Pitched to a ERA over 10 for the Rams. He's ahead of ball 0-1, and now it's 0-2. That's 85 right through the heart. A very nice pitch.
Already an arm tossing in the Stompers bullpen.
Murray misses. Overthrew the fastball after getting ahead 0-2.
I was going to say, I think in an ideal world, you would like Murray to go 2 here, but pace other ideas.
Yeah,
Murray has got multiple innings a few times with the Rams.
Here he delivers a 1-2. That one's hit hard right at Case de Romular, who reaches up and snags it. One away. Nifty play by Case de Romular out at short. Looks over, and Patrick Hodges, who coached him for a couple years, is smiling in that third base coaching box. For Rowan ball, you want that ball to land, but happy that you produced such a strong defender. This one swung on first pitch and bounced down the line, foul ball. Right down that third base line. Looked like it almost hopped over the bag, but Blake Dempsey comes out from behind home plate and affirmatively calls that ball foul. And again, the Leghorns in the second half of this game, uber aggressive on just about everybody. Murray, a tall right-handed pitcher, sets at the belt and comes to the plate. Slider was called a ball. And now Blake Dempsey's not giving it at the top of the zone. You have to get that baseball all the way in at the top. Nothing at the letters has been given tonight. 1-1 pitch is low, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Stompers back home tomorrow. They will have their first rematch of the CCL North title game. The Walnut Creek Crawdads come to town. hoping for a few more heroics to beat the Dads the first time in 2026. 2-1. Called strike, bottom of the zone. That's at the knees at 89. The count's 2-2. And then Saturday, the Stompers are on the road at San Bruno Park to take on the San Francisco Seagulls. We'll have a radio broadcast of that one right here on the Stompers YouTube channel. 2-2 pitch. Inside, filler up 3-2. And then Sunday, there was Sunday day games last year. It'll be a Sunday at 6:05 against the Alameda Merchants. And after that game, the Stompers would have faced 4 out of the other 5 teams in the CCL North this year. Payoff pitch, low, ball 4. First walk allowed this year by Murray, and for Capo Bianco, he's on base for the 4th time today.
He's got a lot of teammates on the Stompers from the College Marin. Certainly showing out in front of him.
Brings up Aiden Jones, who struck out, doubled, and lined to left. Stompers middle infield plays for 2, trying to roll it up behind Alec Murray and escape the 8th. From the slide step, this one's hit hard into left field, base hit. Couple of base runners here with 1 out, and a game that's felt like Sonoma's been in control. Now the tying runs at the plate, and it's Hunter Lynch.
But it's usually this part of the order has produced pretty much every single time for Petaluma. Jones had the RBI double back in the 3rd to give him a 2-run lead.
Long ball would tie it. Double play would get Murray out of it. A big swing and a miss. Hunter Lynch wanted all of that one, and maybe that was the pitch to do it. That's a fastball at 85 miles an hour, right in the wheelhouse, inner third for a powerful righty in Lynch. A 1. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back homer hacks from the cleanup man. He's behind 0-2. And now if you're Murray, I don't think you give him anything close. Oh, 2 pitch. Murray way out in front. The offer, low outside.
You like that pitch on the 0-2.
Try and make him chase.
Yeah, try and get him to chase. You've seen him swinging a couple wild pitches. Lynch spotting the golden sombrero right now.
1-2 pitch. Struck him out swinging. Challenged him with a slider, and Lynch strikes out for the 4th time today. Big out for Alec Murray. His first strikeout. Stomper pitching's 12th. Caden Owen has 2 strikeouts of his own. Lefty. Straight even stance. Right on left. Murray checks second and comes home. It's hit in the air to very shallow left center. Coming on is Johnston. He settles under it to make the play, and the side is retired. Petaluma threatens but cannot score in the 8th. Stomper's last chance to add some insurance. 5-2 your score after 7.5.
At RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority, and Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine...
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers. We know you love watching the game on the Stompers YouTube channel, but nothing beats coming out to the park. Support your Stompers at Arnold Field all summer long. Get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com or give us a call at 707-522-7284.
Third baseman number 21, Tino Vassell.
Tino Vassell, Misael Yuripero, and Andrew Bonfili, 2, 3, and 4. The Stompers hope to add a little bit more insurance before we head to the 9th. Vassell, a lefty, has walked twice, tripled, and struck out. He takes a cold strike from Vorhaus. Stompers don't play an out-of-league game for a while. CCL play is picking up in earnest starting tomorrow. Pitch to Vassell is outside. This is the last out-of-league contest until July 4th and the penultimate non-CCL game of the season. Stompers haven't swept an out-of-league slate in quite a while. One pitch. Popped up. Third base side. Baldino will give it a look, but it will drop out of play. So Vassell behind 1-2. Stompers looking to add a little bit more than what their cushion sits at now, which is just 3. The 1-2 pitch is low outside, 2-2. .6:05 start tomorrow right back here at Arnold Field. 5:45 first pitch, 5:45 pregame show for the Stompers, and the Crawdads take 1. 2-2 coming to Vassell. He strikes out swinging. Vorhaus settled in a little bit here. Tossed up a couple of zeros. Third strikeout. And Misael Yuripero. Yuripero's 0 for 3. Beg your pardon, he's been aboard once. Yuripero, left-handed hitter, takes inside and low, but counts 1-0. For the Stompers, 5 runs on 7 hits without an error. On the other side, it's 2 runs on 8 hits without an error for Petaluma. The 1-0 is popped foul and out of play, 1-1. Stompers with 2 crooked numbers in the middle innings, 2 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th. They're just riding out that 3-run cushion. Now into the last of the 8th. One. Yuripero hits it hard. Back up the middle base hit. Yuripero, bat to ball guy. He shows those skills there. He takes a pitch down in the zone and sends it right back where it came from for a single, and that's something that the Stompers work on in BP. One of the rounds there is right back through the middle. Zach Peslio, line drive, 1 hop through the middle. It took Yuripero 2 hops to get that one through, but it's the 8th hit of the evening for the Stomps. And Andrew Bonfili is striding into the right-hander's batter box. Yuripero doesn't run, and Bonfili takes low. Bonfili 1 for 4, fielder's choice, a couple of strikeouts and a single. Repair, we know he can run. He doesn't. Bonfili bounces it foul. The count's 1-1.
It's still a 3-run game, Karen.
You need some runs.
I wouldn't be surprised if Hoke gets aggressive and decides to send Yuri Pero. Maybe not this at bat, but definitely the next if you get to a 2-out situation.
Yuri Pero, track and field victor in Venezuela. He also stole 11 bases as a true freshman at Youngstown State. 1-1. Bonfili pops it up high in the air. It's drifting out of play. Not by too much, right over the Champaign Club, which is down the line past the third base dugout. Andrew will have to battle from behind 1-2. Thank you for joining us here on a Thursday evening. Dropped almost 20 degrees since first pitch. Brisk evening in Sonoma. Europero runs. Bonfili takes a called strike 3. Misael's in there with a steal. Fourth strikeout now for Voorhouse, who's been pretty darn effective out of the bullpen.
A big reason why this game's still only a 3-run deficit for the Leghorns.
The left fielder from Bellarmine, number 5, Connor Johnston.
Connor Johnston redshirted his freshman year at Bellarmine. Did not appear in a game for the Knights. Takes a first pitch that clips the outside corner. He's behind 0-1. He struck out in the first, struck out in the third, singled in the fifth, and lined out in the sixth. Looking at add what would be a big insurance run from second base in Yurtapero. 0-1. Bounce towards second. Ranging over is Block. He scoops it up. He throws to first. It's low, and it's past the first baseman, Jones. Coming in to score is Yurtapero. Heading to second and holding there is Connor Johnston. Maybe that's the break the Stompers needed. An error will be charged to Block. And Sonoma leads by 4. It would have been a bang-bang play at first either way. And I think if you're blocking that spot, you have to hold that baseball and not let the run score from third.
Yeah, but I don't think – I mean, it was a great play by Block. Got the jersey dirty. And yeah, maybe you want to hold on to that baseball, but it was a good attempt.
Shepler digs in for the 5th time. He swings first pitch and hits it hard to first. Gloved by Jones. He's going to take it to the bag himself. Very nice play by Aiden Jones to end the 8th. But the Stompers get a run on a hit. They also leave one due to the error by Petaluma. It's a 4-run lead for Sonoma. We'll come back for the conclusion and the 9th after this.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Silver Springs.
The third baseman, number 25,
Next beer is always
Oliver.
Julian Oliver leads off the ninth against Gage McCown, making his second appearance. A memorable first one for McCown as the first pitch misses up and out 91 miles an hour from the Cal State University Northridge two-way guy, a catcher and also a late inning reliever for Sonoma. The 1-0 is low, 2-0. He came into the ninth inning after Wes Harwell had walked 4 in a row, and he struck out the side to lock down a Stomper victory. His 2-0, that's in there, 90 miles an hour. That counts 2-1. The quickest fastball Julian Oliver has seen all day. He's 0 for 3, couple flyouts, and a bouncing ball back to the pitcher. 2-1, swing and a miss, late on 89. The count's 2-2.
Just keep hammering the heat. It's easily the fastest velo. A lot of these guys still in high school.
Yeah, I don't think
tonight.
I agree. You don't have to go to the breaking ball yet until he's proven he can get anywhere near that fastball. 2-2. That's the script. Swung on, tipped into the glove of Bonfili. That's a strikeout for McCown. He's faced 4 hitters in 2026, all of them strikeouts.
And that's interesting, right? Because at CSUN, 15 2/3 innings, got a lot of work. Only 8 strikeouts. It's kind of a different approach here this summer for McCown, and it's paying off.
Yeah, overpowering velocity from the righty. First pitch is foul back to the screen. Paulino's bottom hand came flying off the bat, and he just got a piece.
That's not to say McCown didn't produce them. I mean, a 3.45 ERA your freshman year. Game started as well. Shows the Matadors coaching staffs trust them.
0-1 high. The count's 1-1. Sonoma 6. Petaluma 2. McCown's offer is bounced to third. Right at Vassell, who sets his feet, throws it across the diamond high. And it's late. Shuppler leapt up to make the catch, landed back on the bag too late. That's an E5 charged to Tino Vassell.
The second baseman, number 12, August.
We were so close to a clean defensive game from Sonoma. That one, I mean, as good of a game Vassell's had, that triple was fantastic. That's a tough one to end your night on.
Pitch, swing and a miss. 89, blew it right by him. Oh, 1 pitch coming from McCown, now working with a runner on. Dots the inside corner, it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. McCown looking for the strikeout. He delivers through the glove of Bonfili to the screen. A pass ball will put Matthew Baldino at second base. Baldino now at second base with 1 out. The 1-2 pitch has popped foul out of play. Petaluma not going away here in this 9th inning. Looking to pick up their first run since the 3rd. As we flirt with the 3-hour mark here in Sonoma. Would be the 6th consecutive game to cross that threshold. 1-2. Struck him out looking. Froze him at the knees with the off speed. A very nice pitch. Sonoma's 14th strikeout of the day. Now over 4 different pitchers. And Ziano Ortega digs in. His second try. The lefty Bounces it back up the middle. It's going to be a tough play for DeRomar. It hits the bag and kicks into center field. Motoring around to score is Baldino. And Petaluma pulls the tiniest bit closer on the RBI single from Ortega.
Unlucky bounce right off the second base bag. Never an easy play. Smart decision to not, throw it home when the runner was already there.
Would have been a very tough play for DeRomar even if he got it, but as you mentioned, a brutal bounce. That one's up and away.
And crucially, you keep Ortega over at first by not throwing it there.
Ortega's run doesn't matter. The only run that matters is on deck, as that one misses high 2-0.
This is a must out right here in my mind, Kieran. Yeah, because the guy on deck right now is gotten on base 4 straight times. After him is Aiden Jones, who's gotten a couple hits.
This one's fouled back 2-1. You don't want to face Capobianco, which means you have to get Rowan Ball. A couple of strikeouts and a couple of lineouts for the Petaluma High School kid. McCown looks into Bonfili for the sign. Ortega, the runner at first, he's singled. The 2-1 offer from McCown is hit hard but foul down the line. And the count runs to 2-2, and that means the Leghorns are down to their final strike. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 9th inning. McCown looking to slam the door on Petaluma. The 2-2 pitch is bounced towards second. Europero gloves it. The short way to second, and the ball game is over. Stomps win the 2026 edition of the Sonoma County Classic. They snap their 2-game losing streak against the Leghorns and move to 4-0 in out-of-league play. Stompers win it by the final of 6-3. We'll be back with the totals after this.
We feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority, and Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams.
Cresco Rents. What you need, when you need it. And we show you how to use it. It's simple. You choose it, you use it. We have the right tool for every job. Never buy it. Never store it. When you need it, just rent it.
I'm Chris Smith, president of Cresco. If you need it, Cresco's got it.
All over the Bay Area and online at CrescoRent.com.
Another game is in the books. To break things down, let's go back to Kieran and Nate for the Stompers postgame show.
Cue all my exes live in Texas. The Stompers are 5-1 overall here to start the 2026 season, and this win over Petaluma now makes it a 4-0 league record. They just have one more left on the 4th of July. But Nate, I think there's a lot of positive from today's game to take into the weekend against 3 different CCL opponents.
Yeah, all 3 aspects of the game that needed to get better got better. The lineup, it was getting a little scary, Karen, I'm not going to lie. You got multiple times with bases loaded and you couldn't score a run, and then 2 runs in the 4th. Ben Sebastiani with that 3-run shot to take the lead in the 5th. And they looked pretty clean after that on every aspect of the game. Pitching was great. Ken Blankenship was phenomenal. A great audition for a long relief or even a role as a starter here in Sonoma, with that performance being really efficient and getting outs. And then Gage McCown with another great audition despite giving up the run and a couple base runners. I still think he looked phenomenal tonight. Got a lot of swings and misses. You're going to want that error back from Tino Vassell late on, but other than that, the defense was great. You cleaned up everything you needed to clean up against competition you expected to beat. Now you got to beat the team that you took down in the CCL North title game tomorrow night.
So it will be The Stompers with the Sonoma County bragging rights until 2027. I know Coach Mayo, Coach Pace, Nooney, and Hokie are all going to be real happy about that one. For the Stompers, it was Logan Figler to Ken Blankenship, Alec Murray to Gage McCown, Cooper Benjamin to James Dole, Keisuke Ito and Griffin Vorhaus on the other side. Your winning pitcher, Ken Blankenship, your losing pitcher, Keisuke Ito, and a very big swing came from Ben Sebastiani, a 3-run home run in the 5th. That was the difference in this contest. One last time, your totals: Blankenship over Ito in a game that took 2 hours and 57 minutes. 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. Triumphant over 3 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error. Sonoma beats Petaluma for the first time in 3 years. We're back on the air tomorrow, a 5:45 pregame show. That sets up a 6:05 first pitch between the Stompers and the Crawdads. Join us for that. For my broadcast partner, Nate Martin and Lucas Sebastiani on the stats, Stompers beat the Leghorns 6-4. I'm Kieran Costa saying so long from Sonoma.
Thanks for sharing your evening with us here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. For schedule info and game tickets, go to stompersbaseball.com or catch collegiate baseball at its best right here on our YouTube channel. And always remember, success on the field starts with success in the classroom.